What's up, guys? Welcome to Frank's Media and Reviews, and today's video is going to be a double 4K review of Second Sight's newest films. That is The Nice Guys, which is a freaking hilarious film starring Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling, directed by Shane Black. And this one right here is, I think, a modern horror classic, and that is Talk to Me. You guys know how much I love Talk to Me, and I'll dive into it and talk about all the other editions, which one I prefer, all that type of stuff. But first, I like to thank Michael and Deb over at the Movie Room. Without you guys, this review for The Nice Guys wouldn't be possible, so thank you so much. Y'all know, use the code FranksMedia10 over there at their website, and you get free shipping with 2 purchases, and use my code FranksMedia10. You get 10% off your entire purchase. And guys, again, their trademark is their packaging. And I just talked about it in my previous video about Umbrella Entertainment and how I wish they would package better. You guys don't have to worry about the Movie Room at all with their packaging. Ask anyone else who buys from them. They'll tell you the exact same damn thing, guys. So head on over there, buy some Second Sight films. Y'all know it's my favorite boutique label. And this one right here, it was totally out of left field because historically, at least for a while since I've been collecting them, they've been traditionally just releasing horror films and some other like brutal films, but The Nice Guys is a comedy, and it is a perfect buddy cop movie, guys. It is definitely one of my favorite films that I have seen in a very long time. I think it's one of the best modern comedy films, and Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe's dynamic truly is perfect, just like Mel Gibson and Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon. And no surprise, the director Shane Black wrote Lethal Weapon. You guys already know this movie. What it is, it's these two guys who are just happen to work on the same case without them knowing it until a little bit later on in the movie. But Russell Crowe plays like this brute, and Ryan Gosling just plays a detective, a PI, that he means well, man, but he isn't like the best. He's clumsy. He is kind of smart, but things just happen his way sometimes. And the way that Ryan Gosling plays, this is easily one of my favorite roles that Ryan Gosling plays. Easily. Like, for me personally, this is a top 3 favorite performances from Ryan Gosling. I love the way that his comedic timing, whether that's dialogue, whether that's the physical acting parts, it is incredible, man. Seriously incredible. You watch the movie, and if you like it, definitely get this released, because there was a recent US 4K release, but it was bare bones. I didn't get that one. I waited for Second Sight's release, and this one is very in-depth release for sure. But also, this movie is starring Margaret Qualley. It's starring Keith David. I mean, there's so many great stars. I apologize, I forgot her name. She's simply incredible. She's Ryan Gosling's daughter in the movie. But yeah, these PIs, they just stumble. They try to save a girl. And they just get the storyline and how it all loops in is fantastic. It's such a great ride. And it's set in the 70s, which I think is perfect. I think the overall theme, there's like some sex appeal, in it as well, but you're literally there just to watch the dynamic between Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. Seriously, it's one of my favorites to watch. I was laughing so much, especially Ryan Gosling, man. Oh my gosh, he's so good. I'm gushing over this movie, but it's seriously an incredible, funny movie, and it's one of the best, I think, out there that people need to see. And Second Sight gave it this deluxe, kick-ass release. So here is the limited edition. Here's the side. There's the back right there. I love the aesthetic to it. You open it up, and just like limited edition style for Second Sight, it comes like in a little media style case. Here's the 4K. There's the Blu-ray. This is it looked good, man. I'll go into that here super shortly, but yeah, there it is, front and back. And here is art cards all right here. I'll post a picture because I'm not going to take all these out. But Instagram, again, follow me on Instagram. I already made a post showcasing these beautiful releases from Second Sight. So again, check me out on Instagram. Here is a book, and I do mean book. Also, how in the hell did I forget about Kim Basinger? Dude, she is phenomenal in this movie. She's not in it a lot, but whenever she is, she's fantastic in it. So, but anyway, guys, yeah. And it brings back, which they talk about in special features and in the book as well, about the connection, the reuniting of Kim Basinger and Russell Crowe. Because if you have seen one of my favorites crime investigating films, and that is LA Confidential, which is an amazing movie, and that should have a 4K. Why doesn't it have a 4K? Please, for the love of God, get a 4K of that movie. It's one of my favorite films of all time. The cast is incredible. Guy Pearce, Kim Basinger, Russell Crowe, Kevin Spacey, Danny DeVito. I mean, it's incredible. Incredible film. It must be watched. And it's a young Russell Crowe in that film. But anyway, guys, here is the book. This is a hard case book, man. And I'm going to be honest with you. I did not read all of this book. I just simply didn't have time. But I did read like at least half of it. And I have to say, since really diving into these books, and this is one of the best books that I have personally read. I really loved the essays that I read so far in this book. There's 7 of them in here, and they're all great essays. I read, what did I read? I read 4 out of the 7. So here it is right here. Into the Melting Pot, Funny How, Bloody Christmas, The Nice Gals, How Do You Like My Car, Big Boy, They Died Quickly, You Made a Porno Film Where the Point Was the Plot? Question mark. I love the aesthetic to this book as well. It's definitely one of my favorites that again, since I've deep dived into the books, these booklets, and this one for sure is a book. It's 150. Is it 150 pages? No, it's very close. It's close to 150 pages, guys. It's 145. And there's acknowledgments and production credits as well. Yeah, it's seriously incredible. This film, this release right here from Second Sight, is a 4K transfer, is Dolby Vision, and the audio is in Dolby Atmos. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if the US 4K is in Dolby Atmos. I have no clue. But this release right here, holy cow, man. This 4K transfer is very, very good. And again, since it's a 70s theme aesthetic, the bright lights, the wardrobes, the production sets, all of it just looked really good, especially the nighttime scenes when they're specifically at the porn party. um, it looked fantastic, man. Oh my gosh. It looked so good. And yeah, I don't know, man. The audio was very good too. I'm not going to say it was referenced. However, it was a good immersive audio sound design. And yeah, again, there was like certain height channels. It wasn't like all the time, I would say, but again, you do have that bubble effect with this film. Again, not it wasn't like reference or anything, but it was very enjoyable, and I will never complain. Nobody should complain when a label puts out a Dolby Atmos audio mix, because there is a difference. There's a huge difference between the 5.1 and a Dolby Atmos mix, and so yeah, I am very happy that this comedy film directed by Shane Black, The Nice Guys, is in Dolby Atmos. And again, I think this 4K transfer is so good. Definitely one of the best 4K transfers of 2025. And I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately, but it is true. 2025, we've had some damn good 4K transfers this year. It's been like that for the past couple years, but so far, The Nice Guys definitely deserves to be watched, and this release, whether it's a standard release or the limited edition, it needs to be owned because this is one of the best comedies out there, and this 4K release from Second Sight is phenomenal, guys. And again, the stories that I read in this book so far, they are very good, man. So damn good. They just talk about everything, at least the 4 stories that I read. Again, they just talk about the chemistry, how, in a way, authentic and natural the chemistry between Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling were in this movie. They really do make the movie. And then all the sub characters, the support characters in this film, all of it just kind of blends in very well. It talks about a little bit of Shane Black's history of his writing, the importance in some ways, and that the thumbprint that he has had within the film industry of the comedy or the cop buddy duo films, and then just talks about a little bit too also in the special features, which is very good, and that's all in the 4K as well. And there is I want to say three or four brand new 4K, brand new special features in this release. The one with Shane Black, that's a long one, and it is very good as well. He just talks about how it struggled in the box office and how much he would love to make another Nice Guys movie. They talk about it in the book as well. It just because it really didn't do well in the box office, the reality of it actually happening again, having a sequel is basically slim to none, which sucks because again, this movie is phenomenal. But, it went up against Marvel films and it's just bad timing, I guess. But it is an incredible movie. And again, guys, check this release out. The next one I want to talk about is, like I said, one of my favorites, definitely top 10, I want to say. I don't know, maybe higher. I got to think about that. But this is one of my favorite modern horror films, and that is Talk to Me. It's directed by Michael and Danny Filippo. Again, they were famous for being YouTubers and having millions of followers because their skits, their shows, they were really funny. They're very, they just weren't basic videos, kind of like me. They were very, the production, the designs, the added effects that they had in their videos was awesome. It was basically kind of like movies. And so this was their first movie, was Talk to Me. And this movie is incredible. This is a possession type film, and it does it in a more modern, accessible way that captures like the youth's audience. And that's what I think when I think of Talk to Me. And I think they do it in such a clever, unique way in the twist a little bit, at least how they introduce this possession type item and set it during for the youth is fantastic. And I think the way that they write and they capture some of the moments in this film is very good. I love dark, bleak films. And this is, like I said, I think this is one of the best ones. And their recent movie, Bring Her Back, just came out. And the more I think about that film, the more I definitely like it. For me, I think I wish that it went a little bit darker, and it's a dark film. But I definitely still prefer Talk to Me. And there's a reason why I own not only this copy, a second sight release. I own Umbrella Entertainment's limited edition right here. That's also in a 4K. And then I also own the US 4K right here. And because of the lighting, I don't know how much you're going to be capturing it, so I do apologize, but this is a Blu-ray lenticular from Nova Media. Recently got this, and it's gorgeous, man. I love this release from Nova Media. I gotta show this off. Fantastic pictures on Instagram. You know the drill. But I'm going to talk about comparing this release to the other ones and which one I prefer. And it's just me, guys. It's just me. So this release comes in a great limited edition hard case. The design is very cool. Love it. Love the back. Again, the casing is in a media book style. So there is front and back. Here is the 4K and Blu-ray. Very simplistic, but very haunting, I think, and it just captures the movie. Again, that's just my opinion. Here is like some art cards, 6 art cards. And then here is the book. This is a 120-page book. And I want to say this has 6 essays, if I remember right. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yes, there are 6. To Hell with Elevation. So here's all the 6 essays right there. Talk to Me, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Rocka Rockin' Tears, Teenage Kicks and Party Tricks, and I Let You In. Very good essays again, man. I really think like these are 2 of the best books that I have read. This isn't a hardbound book like The Nice Guys. As you can see, it's just a thick, flexible book. But this release right here, again, guys, read your books. Just like The Nice Guys, I didn't read all of this book. So I apologize. But for the essays that I did read, again, I just simply have loved these essays. Nice Guys was very good. This one right here, I think it really just talks about, and the way that it's described from the authors, I think they just really get this film and just the influence it has within the modern times and the modern audience. And it does it very well, man. Again, I didn't read all of these essays, but from what I read, very good. And again, read those books. So this 4K is a Dolby Vision 4K transfer, and the audio is in DTS Master 5.1. This is a 100 gig disc. The Nice Guys wasn't. It was not a 100 gig disc, at least from what I saw when I looked in the back. Info too. I believe that that's not a 100 gig disc. If it is, I'll put a little disclaimer. But this one right here, Talk to Me, you can definitely see the 3 rings on the back of the disc. This is definitely a 100 gig disc. And this one right here, Umbrella Entertainment, is also a 100 gig disc. This is in Dolby Vision, and it's in 5.1 for the audio. This one right here is the US release, and this is in Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. This is the only release that has Dolby Atmos, and this is the reason why I still have this copy. And good and bad, guys. Good is that this, I think, is a sleek, wonderfully designed release. And I think this has the best special features out of all of the releases, of all the Talk to Me releases. Better than Umbrella Entertainment's. The book is very good, much better, in my opinion. Not to crap all over Umbrella Entertainment, because they put out a great release here. As you can see, this one's all like the hand. It comes in a steel book as well, and the book right here, it's smaller, but it is still a nice book, and it has a little bit more art cards to it. But if I'm being honest with you guys, I really do think that Second Sight has the better special features, without a doubt, easily, not even close. That being said, the release that I almost said it. So with that being said, I think that it looked pretty identical, in my opinion, between the US release, Second Sight release, and Umbrella Entertainment. I didn't really see any huge notable differences at all. And this is where this comes in, because I love this, and I'm going to keep this. Even if I wasn't like a huge Second Sight fan, this would make me into a huge Second Sight fan, because I think, again, it captures the feel of the movie. The special features is very good. The book is very good as well. It's about over 120 pages. But this right here, you can get this for like 14, 15 bucks. I want to say on Amazon. And this has Dolby Atmos. And even if I would have gotten this for free, a review copy from anyone, I would still tell you guys that my preference would be this release right here, because it has Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. And for me, the Dolby Atmos is so important for horror films. In my opinion, I really think that there should be no excuse for modern horror films not to be in Dolby Atmos. No excuse at all. Example is The Monkey, the new movie, Oz Perkins, The Monkey. That has no Dolby Atmos physical release are digital. It's all DTS Master 5.1. And I was shocked because that film would sound really good in Dolby Atmos. And I have the UK Steelbook for that release. It's in DTS Master 5.1. I looked it up on digital, on Apple, 5.1. There's no excuse for that. It should be in Dolby Atmos. Horror films deserve to be in Dolby Atmos. And this film, this specific release that you can get for $14 is incredible and still my preferred way to watch the film, because the Dolby Vision still, it looks really good. It's very similar to Second Sight's. Again, you would have to be nitpicking to the fullest. But the Dolby Atmos for this is so good. It's definitely one of my favorite mixes for modern horror, especially when shit gets really crazy in this film. You just feel so immersed in this film, and I love it. And I'm telling you guys, if you like a nice physical release and that has great special features, definitely get this film. I'm just a huge Talk to Me fan. I honestly don't know too many people who have the same many releases as I do for this film. But I love Talk to Me. Again, it's one of my favorite modern horror films. So I have to get all these different releases. At some point, I'm going to get the damn hand. But if you are just looking for a film that has Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and it's pretty cheap, then definitely get the US release. So I really wanted to talk to you guys about that and just my honest opinion about it. So again, this is a fantastic release. And if you want this Second Sight release, then you're not going to regret it. However, if you want that Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos experience, this is the only way for you to get it, and that's the US release. So guys, that is the video. So thank you for watching two fantastic films and releases from Second Sight Films. I love The Nice Guys, and I absolutely love Talk to Me. So guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button if you do. I really appreciate it. Check out my tier memberships. Thank you to John from Let's Talk Entertainment Media, William Driver, and Insomniac. And guys, have a great one.